Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Restaurant News Networking Group. I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of today's Restaurant News, and we are a group of vendors in the industry who are here to help each other grow our businesses and also to position ourselves as experts in the industry. And if you are a restaurant owner, manager, chef, bar owner, nightclub, country club, whoever has a kitchen and you have an issue with a problem that you might need help with, feel free to give us a call at 561-620-8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com and check out our YouTube channel, which is Today's Restaurant, and you can access it very easily through our website, again, which is trnusa.com. And welcome, everybody. And we have a couple of new people on the board this morning, and I'd like to introduce them so that we know who they are and what they do. So Desiree, why don't you tell us, well, first of all, welcome. Tell us who you are, what you do, where you're located, and how we can reach you.
That's great. Hi, everyone. My name's Desiree Land. I'm the owner of Sparkle Squad. We do window cleaning, pressure wash, gutter cleaning, and holiday lighting. I'm located in Delray Beach. We service both commercial and residential clients. I do a lot of restaurants in the area. My base of operations basically goes from Pompano up to West Palm.
Oh shit! I would have said yes.
And how do we reach you?
I have a website which is sparklesquad.com, Delray-Beach-FL. My email is ss2@sparklesquad.com, and my phone number is 561-888-3564.
Great. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome. Make sure I get that information. I'm the president of our homeowners association 6 years now, and everybody wants to know, where can we call to get our windows cleaned, especially the upstairs? So terrific.
He's in Houston, so don't worry about it. I'm kidding. Erik, you're also new. Welcome aboard. Tell us who you are, what you do, where you're located, and how we can reach you.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet everybody. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my video. I can't seem to get my face on here. But my name is Erik Wolfe. My wife, Sumi, she wasn't able to hop on this call, but she's looking forward to hopping on some calls in the future. We are looking to invest into a cafe of our own, so we're just starting to look into everything. Azalea has been working very hard with us, so we're just looking for that opportunity. To contact us, my best contact number is 239-877-0703, or my Gmail is eriksumi@gmail.com. That's ERIKSOUMI@gmail.com. And I'm located in the Miami area.
Okay. I have to say, Erik, that, welcome aboard, number one. And I'm sure that you will find this group very helpful for you. Just as a review, we have another restaurant, call it a restaurant, they're more catering operator who started out with us when they had nothing. And they are very successful now with the help of everybody here. So stay close.
Thank you. Excited to be part.
Let's see. I think we're going to do the intros first since we started it. But I have this topic I'd like to handle. Let's start with Charles. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Do you hear me all right?
Yep, perfect.
All right. My name's Charles. I teach the ServSafe Manager class and food handler, Florida Food Handler. One thing that differentiates us is we get you done in a quick fashion, 4 hours, and we come to you. The company's called On the Fly Food Safety. We're based out of Jacksonville, but if you need to book us, just let us know and we'll make arrangements and come to you. If you need to get a hold of me, my phone number is 904-923-2577. Just shoot me your name, email, and phone number and where you're at, and we'll get you taken care of. Or you can shoot me an email at info, that's INFO, at ontheflyfoodsafety.com.
Good. Thank you. Let's go to Fred. Good morning.
Always have to get off mute. Good morning. Fred Bean, founder and CEO of Hotelport. We provide content verification services and reputation management, AI-powered reputation management for hotels, restaurants, and spas. We actually are starting to make some good inroads on the automated reputation management for restaurants because it appears that they are very much resource constrained. So we're pretty excited about the prospects of that going forward. We cover reviews on Yelp, Google, and TripAdvisor so far, and we're in the process of implementing OpenTable and a couple of others. I can be reached at 305-523-9434, and my email address is fred.bean@hotelport.co. And of course, the two other things, if you want to go to the Miami Sharks rugby game, please let me know. I get like 70 free tickets a game. They're playing tomorrow in Fort Lauderdale at the FC Miami practice facility right next door to the stadium. And of course, if you're interested in helping out with the Culinary Skills Initiative, where we will be teaching young children, school-age children, how to cook. Thank you, Terry and Howard, for the introductions to folks that you've made for me. Those conversations are going very well. So much appreciated to this group for the assistance.
Great. Glad to help. Let's go to Terry R. Good morning.
Good morning. Again, I'm Terry. I am the owner of Creative Business Impressions, and I am the person that you want to contact if you want to put your company information on any product that you want to hand out, provide for your employees, do a banner, do tents, all kinds of different things, whatever it is that you need to put your company logo on or your message. I always like to show something during our presentation. Howard, I think you've already seen this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for this group because I think it's very appropriate. Take a look at what's behind me and tell me what you think it is.
I know what it is.
Okay, thank you for all those answers.
Are those the matches that we saw last week?
This is did I do this last week? I'm sorry. Did I do this?
No, that's okay.
I think I did it for another group. I think I did this is matches. Here's
that was an MO.
Yeah. Okay.
Very large.
Did I do that? Well, this is the picture behind me, and these are the matches. Now, obviously, restaurants, most restaurants are not allowed to smoke. Did I do this last week? I thought I did it for. Did I really? Okay. Well, let me switch to something else then. I'll switch to something else. I'm sorry. I got a little confused.
We have new faces, Terry. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
So anyway, then I'll continue. Okay. So anyway, restaurants are no longer doing, allowing smoking inside the restaurant, but this would be really something awesome to hand to somebody who's a smoker, maybe going out for a break or something like that. And mostly for the higher end restaurants, because you can put a whole message within these, as you can see the letters that are in there. And then this is it right here. This is the matchbox. I hope you can see that. But it leaves a really nice impression for people. It's not something they're just going to throw out. So my phone number is 561-308-1393, and I am looking forward to doing a presentation within the next couple of weeks. Howard.
Great. Let's go to our California contingent. Let's go to Linda. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Linda Bloom. I work for Stan Shoes, I'm the director of sales. Sorry, I heard an echo there for a second. We provide high performance, slip resistant shoes that are perfect for people that are on their feet all day. Our shoes are known for recovery and also for just for people that are walking around for 12 hours on their feet. We have energy dispersive technology. So every step you take disperses to the ground, sort of like the mats you have behind the kitchen counters. So they're perfect for restaurant workers. A lot of chefs wear our shoes. We started in healthcare, but quite a few restaurant workers started, buying our shoes off our site, which was kind of exciting. And so we work quite a bit with hospitality and restaurants. The other exciting thing is lately the NFL players have been wearing our shoes and NBA players. So we're getting a lot of high profile people wearing our shoes, especially those who are looking for recovery, off the field and off the court. So it's pretty cool. It looks like the Baltimore Ravens, their entire team will be wearing our shoes. So it's a pretty exciting time here at Stand.
Congratulations.
I know somebody who's well, first tell us how we can reach you.
Oh, Linda at standshoes.com. My phone number is 720-939-9525.
I know somebody who's an ex-football player who may be able to help you with that.
We actually have the NFL alumni president who's working with us because he loves our shoes so much. He's had 11 surgeries, and so he's like a huge fan. And then people like Terrell Davis, Kyle Kuzma, like there's just a lot of big name people that are wearing our shoes, which is pretty cool. And they're finding them organically, which is even cooler since we're a startup. So it's pretty fun.
That's great. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Let's go to the other California face on the board today. Steve, good morning.
Morning all. Steve Geller, Leasing Solutions, Palisades, New York. TDY in very cold and rainy Carlsbad, California. Can't wait to get home this afternoon. My phone number is 845-362-6106. I arrange commercial financing for all industries nationwide, all dollar amounts, startups, long time. I do equipment financing, working capital, merchant cash advances, accounts receivable, financing, SBA loans, and I get referrals from vendors, direct users, friends, people, anybody, and I'm happy to work with anyone. My phone number is 845-362-6106, and we're in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, we're going to be at the New York Restaurant Show at the Javits Center, March 22nd and 24th, right, Linda? Okay. Booth 1245. Linda's joining us as Terry Lena. Again, we're happy to give anybody complimentary tickets if you're going to be in the area. Just email me or message me, and I can get them for you. Have a nice day, everyone.
And your phone number? Did you give it?
3 times, but I'll do it again. I'm happy to do it again. 845-362-6106.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good trip back.
Thank you.
Azalea, thank you for inviting Desiree.
Hey team, my name is Asalia. I am a business broker and commercial realtor here in South Florida. I'm kind of at an appointment, so I can't turn on the camera today. But we sell restaurants. So if you're looking to buy a restaurant, sell a restaurant, or lease a commercial space to turn it into a restaurant, or with a restaurant infrastructure like a grease trap or a hood, we're selling about 45 restaurants right now. So if you need any help, or if I'm trying to find my number, or if there's any answers that I can provide to you, hold on. I lost my cell phone here. My number is, I will get back to you. Hold on.
I have it.
I'm trying to give you my cell phone so you guys can reach me directly. Work. So my cell phone is 786-457-2796.
I want to correct myself. I want to thank you for inviting Erik.
Definitely.
I
They're
mentioned,
great people. So I told them they're both in the industry now. They're gonna do their own restaurant. And I told them like this is who we need to fill our pockets with, all these very cool restaurant providers. So I'm glad he's here.
thank you. I want to thank Clint for inviting Desiree. And tell us who you are, Clint.
All right. I am Clint Colon. Company is Vector Security. We are a full service security company. We provide security alarm systems, access control systems, fire alarm systems, especially monitoring of hood systems in restaurants. Video surveillance is probably our biggest thing that we focus on in these locations, knowing what's going on in the front of the house, back of the house, what's going out the back door. As you guys probably know, theft in restaurants is huge. A lot of stuff slips out of coolers, goes out the back door. Why are back doors open? With the alarm systems, we can monitor the time frame that those are opened, send necessary people alerts. Even with some of the smarter cameras now, we can identify that the door is open and send alerts to management to find out what's going in, what's going on. So, and keeping people out of particular areas of restaurants, especially offices, as well as areas where alcohol and stuff is stored. We can set that up so that they have to have keypad access to be able to enter those areas, and it's all tracked. And if they have multiple restaurants, they can be stacked on the same app platform, so they can manage multiple locations from one platform. So we have that ability too. So again, my name is Clint Colon. The company is Vector Security. Best way to get in touch with me is my cell number, call or text, 954-616-9357. And we are serving South Florida. Thank you.
Clint, if you come across any companies that do hood cleaning, you'd like to get one of those people into the group.
Okay, great.
Let's go to Joemi. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. My name is Joami Vega, and I'm the founder of DV Studio, and we're located in Orlando, Florida. But even though we're in Orlando, we do work in the US and internationally. We specialize in interior design and branding. We specialize in interior design and branding. I'm sorry. Our specialty is restaurant design, and I've personally been doing this for over 20 years. And we create and revamp concepts, and also we scale them. And what really sets my company apart, my studio, is that through the years of doing interiors, I run into, well, understanding everything that took the creative part of creating a restaurant. So basically what we do is take all the creative part and we call it the ecosystem. So we just don't do interiors. They all relate to each other. So we do your marketing, your digital presence, which would be your marketing and brand identity and business cards and logos and that part. We also take care of the interiors. They align with that brand that we create, both going hand to hand. And then we take that into also uniform design, environmental graphics, signage. We also do purchasing. So basically, we kind of take that, again, that need to having so many consultants on the creative part, that it's been challenging through the years for a client to have so many consultants that they don't talk to each other. So basically, we take the headache from the client, and we have those departments to create that. And we also do franchising. So we create the franchise packages and style guides and prototypes rollouts, everything from concept to construction. We can be reached at www.dv. God, there's a QR code. You can scan it. And my cell phone number, you can reach me directly, or you can call the office if you scan the QR code. It's 407-496-3288. Thanks.
Thank you. Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Stephanie, and I and my father run Brilliant Computers. He has been servicing he has been servicing the South Florida area and beyond for over 30 years now. Last year was his 30th year. I've been working with him full time on and off really for almost 10 years now at this point, and we do all things IT. We service small and medium-sized businesses, residential clients, on-site and remote, business email hosting and support, hardware replacement and support, software implementation, managed services, managed security, email backup, data backup and restoration, you name it. We can more than likely assist you. If not, we can help point you in the direction, to make sure that you get whatever IT needs met for you and your organization. You can reach us by opening a ticket and emailing support, SUPPORT, at brilliantcomputers.com, or you can contact me directly. I'll give my number. It's 561-975-7422. That's my cell.
Thank you. Ferry, good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm here with PVI Manufacturing. We've been in business since 1999. We provide our dealer network with restaurant and kitchen equipment solutions, such as aluminum, all aluminum construction and stainless steel. We're NSF certified, proudly made in America. You can visit our website at pvimanufacturing.com, or feel free to email me at ferry@pviramps.com. Everyone have a good weekend, and thank you, Howard, for introducing me to a few contacts in the industry.
You're welcome. Our pleasure. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry with that. I'm Matt with EHS Recruiting Company. We've been in business for over 30 years, helping companies grow and helping grow people's careers. Any of the restaurants that you guys are in contact with when they start complaining about their managers or their manager needs or how they're going through and they're not able to train their correct people, we will find the right people with guarantees on these hires. You can reach me, 941-993-7610. We are ehsrecruitingcompany.com to go to our website. I'm also a trainer of recruiters. If there's a team that may need some training out there, and if it's from part of this group, I'm not charging people to teach them how to, do some of the tricks of the trade out there, looking at, how to use the platforms the best they could. Anyway, 941-993-7610. Thank you, Howard.
Thank you. John Marinek, good morning.
Good morning. John Marinek Food Service Design. We design restaurants, and if you have a restaurant that needs to be designed and you want to open up quick, we're the people to call. 954-817-1183. Thanks.
John, I'm going to connect you with a member of the 9 o'clock group. He's looking for a contact in the packaging field that you may be able to help him.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you. Let's go to, who am I missing? The dynamic duo, Chris and Kevin.
Is Kevin here?
Yeah, Kevin's here.
Chris, I'm driving. Oh, I see you. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. We are strategic supply chain partners. We function as an outsourced purchasing department for our clients. We negotiate enhanced, improved, or sometimes put in place for the very first time master distribution agreements between them and their distributor, which typically includes much improved cost of delivery to their back door. We also do manufacturer direct pricing, which adds to savings that we can deliver. And we work with all the GPOs out there so we can plug them into a GPO to add a potential third level of savings. We function primarily on a contingency basis, meaning we only get paid if we deliver savings to our clients. Typically, savings run between 8 and 15%. Nobody ever believes that number until we actually deliver it to them. But it's out there, and it's out there for everybody, especially at a lot of the smaller restaurants that are in that smaller mid-market sector, which is a lot of the ones that this group works with. So again, strategic supply chain partners. I'd give you all the phone. There's too many phone numbers and emails to give, but I know that Howard posts everything at the end of the meeting. Kevin, anything you want to add to that, bud?
Want to add, Kevin?
I'm locked up. Anyway.
I think he's in the twilight zone now.
He's rocking out to AC/DC. No, I'm kidding.
Could be. He's a guitar player. Could be. You never know. So anyway, that's us. Thanks, Howard.
Thank you. John Bunn, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. My name is John Bunn with the Bunn Company. We've been around 118 years tying bundles up. If you ever remember walking into a bakery and you carry it out by the twine, that was most likely our machine. Today, we really want to help restaurants secure their food for delivery drivers. Can't get in and sneak a bite here or there, or a drink or what have you. So if you like, give us a call, 1-800-222-BUNN, B-U-N-N. Our website is buntyco.com, stands for Bunn Tying Company. Nothing to do with Tyco. We've actually been around before them. Thank you.
Thank you. TRN Terry.
Good morning, everyone, and happy, my maiden name being McKinney. It's an Irish holiday coming up on Monday, so happy. If you drink beer, make it green. Anyways, what me and my team do is we gather leads, we send them out. We had another record month again. Last month we had 90, maybe 91 brand new, under construction, coming into Florida leads, owners' names, addresses, phone numbers, and a lot about where they're at, what they're doing, 2-story, outdoor, just pretty much anything you can imagine in an Excel spreadsheet so you can sort it. Companies that buy these year after year, they take the leads, they divide them up between their salespeople and say, here, go get these, here, go get these. And we had a nice testimony again from a new company in the last group that got them. And very pleased to have already made 2 sales on his first try. So that was excellent to hear. If anybody wants a free sample, Terry at trnusa.com. And if you look on the website, you'll see the price. That's not this group's price by any means. Thank you.
Hey, Kevin, did you want to add anything?
Sorry about that. Of course, I dropped off right as Chris was finishing. Oh my gosh. Anyway, if you want to check us out for SSCP, check us out at www.ssc.partners, or you can call me directly at 407-497-9495. I live in Florida. Interesting, yesterday I was talking to one of our distributors about a new restaurant that one of our restaurant partners is opening, and we're adding that location to their distribution agreement. And he basically told me that we have negotiated, SSCP has negotiated better prices on a variety of items, better than what the distributor has in their portfolio of deviated prices. So he's asking me how we did it and what those prices were and all that kind of stuff. So we're able to not only work a better deal with the distributors, but in many cases, we have also worked deals with manufacturers that are even better than what the distributors can do. So check us out at our website. Give me a call. Love to talk to you. Thanks so much and have a wonderful Friday.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that. That's huge.
All right, I want to double back to the new people.
Thank you, Terry.
Desiree, you have anything you want to change or add?
No, I just, as I mentioned, I do a lot of work with other restaurants. If occasionally people ask me what's the average, how often should I get my windows cleaned? people in the restaurant business tend to get their windows cleaned weekly, if not monthly. Sometimes the exterior needs to be cleaned more often than the interior. It depends on how the elements impact the exterior. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add. Thank you.
You do street level, or can you go higher?
That's a good question. Thank you. We use water fed poles. So we can use those water fed poles to go up 5 to 6 stories, and our technicians stay on the ground.
Wow.
Great. Perfect.
All right, great.
Yeah, I'm sure that saves a lot of liability elimination.
Right. And quicker. It's much quicker, and you don't have someone looking in your windows when you're doing it that way.
That's great. I would like to have a one-on-one with you.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and I want to, Erik, you want to add anything or change anything? Are you with us, Erik? All right, I'll double back.
Sorry, I'm still here. What did you say?
I wanted to know if you wanted to change anything or add anything that you said.
No, I do not.
Well, like I said, now that you've heard what some of our members do, I'm sure there'll be a lot of good information for you in your project.
Yes, absolutely. I saw everybody was really good to contact, so thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't miss anybody today, did I? No, good. All right. A lot of the news around more than the industry, but in general, has been the weight loss capabilities of Ozempic. And I came across an interesting article. Joey's laughing, but it does apply to the food service industry. And I'll just give you the question that was asked, and we can comment on it. Is Ozempic changing the way people dine out in restaurants?
Oh yeah. My mom's on it.
Absolutely.
I mean, some people are ordering, whether it's less food or smaller dishes or even not going out because it's just unappetizing for them, especially around the time that they do take the shot. So it's kind of like it's a weird brain thing, you could sit with someone who is feeling so hungry and then the food's in front of them and it's just like it's not appetizing to them. They just eat because they have to, not because they're enjoying it at that point.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, wow.
Did you want to say something, Kurt?
Oh no, I just thought from what I understood is that it once you go on Ozempic, it's I think it's a forever thing, and it does kill your appetite by a lot.
Okay, so I can respond to that because this morning, just before I got on this one, I was with a doctor this morning just to do a one-on-one, and one of the products that he provides is Ozempic. And so they specifically have a program where you do it once, you commit to 1 month. Then if you want to commit to the next month, then they actually have 2 different products that they provide, and it's 1 month at a time. And then you can adjust as you want.
Yeah, they start you out at a low dose and they work you up to the max. And at that point, some of the people that I've spoken to earlier today, they say that once you reach the max, it doesn't tend to work as well. So a lot of them have changed to another drug in the same class called Mounjaro. Mm-hmm. Not that we're pushing any drugs here, but restaurateurs have to be cognizant of people's taste. And Stephanie touched on smaller portions.
Yes, smaller portions, like some menu items that are just kind of straightforward and, like good salads with like chicken and or, light, a lean protein and, what else?
Well, one of the members in the 9 o'clock group said, who's taking it? He said he'll go to a restaurant and order a normal portion and take half of it home.
That's what my mom does.
Because so that perhaps eliminates another trip to the restaurant. So restaurateurs have to be cognizant of that practice. And something else happened. Something else came up in this article. They said less alcohol consumption. Ozempic can reduce cravings in some people who are drinking less alcohol. Now that spurred a thought in my mind. If that's the case, why aren't they using it for people who are affected by alcohol addiction?
They're actually in trials for that right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. For other addictions. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, this new class of drugs that have come out they're going under different names, and they're getting passed through certified quicker than drugs have been in the past. We just took on a client that got the license to sell a certain, and I can't even pronounce the names anymore, that are offshoots of Ozempic. She just got the license to sell in, I think, Massachusetts and Florida. And she's just looking for sales reps now, just looking for sales reps to push these pills. That's basically what's happening. So there is something, it is getting it as far as an industry, it's starting to go, everyone's doctor is going to start pushing it because it's money. There's money to be made. Whether it's a great thing for you, short term, long term, well, I guess we'll see.
Well, I think that's like the main problem that people are not realizing. It's just like Botox and fillers, right? When it came out like 10 years ago, and now they're seeing what it's doing to people's faces, and everybody's going away from that. It's the same thing with the Ozempic. It's a quick.
We lost her.
Thank you.
You're willing to put up with the side effect that you have, then good. But the worst thing from my personal research is that it eats your muscles, which is what we need when we're all getting older. So it takes your muscle, like the muscle mass away, which is what keeps longevity and everything else. So you're getting skinnier, but you're not getting any healthier. You're getting worse. So it's a quick fix. I mean, I personally would, I don't think I think it's the same kind of example, like I said, about Botox and fillers. Everybody started doing it. Now, 10 years, 15 years after it, you see all that results.
So the person that I mentioned that is on it, they had diabetes, heart conditions, cholesterol issues. The list goes on of, all the things that they were on separate medications for, right, to help with those things. After going on Ozempic, the levels are normal. Things that have improved. She lost a lot of weight, but it was like it had to get almost like very like she like scary skinny and like not healthy. And then it was like once things kind of regulated, and but I do notice that, like, whether it's fainting, weakness or feeling weak, that is definitely something I notice in the people that I know personally that are on it.
Terry Ark?
Yeah, I actually have a question about this subject only because of the fact that I was personally raised that you take responsibility for yourself. So is this coming into a discussion over how responsibility of a restaurant, or are we just questioning how it's affecting and how many people are going out to eat?
Yes, on your second part.
Yeah, it's more of restaurants awareness of society changing around them to allow them to change their operation to take advantage of some of the features that are happening. So,
Well, I have a question. Do we think that there are enough people that are doing this and going out to eat that it would affect a restaurant in any way?
well, there are some people.
That's a good question. You know, we were talking about like this drug is fantastic. It's a miracle for the people that need it.
Right.
But I mean, I got a gut. Does that mean I go on it for a couple of months, get rid of those couple of pounds, and go and take off? And I think that if it becomes
No, you'll gain
mainstream,
it
like
right
Botox,
back. I know people who have went on
right?
it off and they gain it right back. That's not. It's a lifestyle.
Right. So that's what we're talking.
There's more to it.
And that's why
Exactly. But
actually
it'll
a drug out called
And you
Wegovy.
take it. It has to be prescribed. It has to be a medical reason. Like I said, that was a vital necessity for the person she described it for. But the people that are doing it just to lose weight, you're going to pay $1,500 a month for it if you can get it. It is very difficult to get. And then the people that really need it aren't able to get it. So they have to switch to other drugs similar. And you're putting all this stuff in your body to lose weight. And if you don't need it, don't use it. Like Stephanie said, that person definitely needs it. And it made all of her numbers get better. That's another story. But going into a restaurant, are there really that many that going to affect the menu or the restaurant's bottom line? I don't think so. And that's my opinion. I don't know.
I mean,
There's
we
a
have
new
to
drug out there.
restaurants are changing their menus to be healthier. So I think that's probably already has been affected.
Your local clinics, though, are actually pushing it. There's a new drug out there. I just went and got a checkup, and they got Wegovy, WEGOVY, and
What
it's
is
a new injection. They give you two of them. What the doctor explained was it actually goes in and alters your brain to think about how much you're eating, and you literally can't eat what's at a restaurant. And they're pushing this. It's not that whether you need it or not. If there's any question of your weight, they're going to push it on you. That's what's happening in the medical side.
Well, who would do that? That's terrible. That's like mind invasion.
They're advertising.
It's also the way, yeah, what Howard was about to say. I'll be watching something on Hulu, and me and my husband, because we come from, you know, a place and a lifestyle of, you know, food is our, you know, is our medicine, right? And activity is our band-aid, you know, like you there are things that you try before you default to certain things. And I'm not suggesting that anybody change what they do. Whatever works for you, like all due respect, you know. But you watch TV, and then there's these drug commercials that come on, and they say, you know, this is for this thing, which in my brain immediately goes to, well, I think if you would change your diet, you'd probably see a real difference in whatever it is they're doing this medication for. And then literally one of the side effects was, you know, lower limb extremity loss, death. And, you know, not to be morbid, but these are the things that they're putting in commercials, and more of the commercial is talking about the negative side effects. And then people are combining that with other medications. It's just, it blows my mind in a really negative way, honestly. I wish they could just block those. I don't want to see them anymore.
So I have two comments, one on Stephanie's and one on Terry's.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I have two comments. One on Stephanie's, what she just said is a lot of it in regards to commercials. You're absolutely right. Commercials push stuff, but we all have to be responsible enough to keep in mind of our own, you know, our own needs and do research. But it's marketing. It's all marketing. And in regards to your comment, Terry, on the stuff about how it affects the brain, a lot of drugs are out there affects the brain. A lot of them out there will affect how your brain functions, and which helps all kinds of things. Everything from the cigarette stuff to there was one on restless legs and stuff. You know, all kinds of things in the brain.
Right. No, I know. have to be your own advocate. I mean, I have many personal experiences of putting people on, taking people off by looking at what it's going to do to them negatively. Is it going to benefit them more on or off? Then we go to the doctor, and that's exactly what he says. No, don't take that. I didn't see that. Or yes, increase that or do this. You have to be your own advocate. You can't just look at a TV commercial and say, oh my gosh, yes, there's my cure. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Like Stephanie, it doesn't have to be your own.
Two people with the hands raised, Chris and Azalea. So Chris, go ahead.
This is a interesting topic for me. 20-something years ago, I weighed 240 pounds.
What?
Was called pre-diabetic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're about 175 now, and it's diet and exercise.
That's right.
I'm 67 years old. I don't take a single prescription. Part of the reason I did that is I watched my dad suffer and die with Alzheimer's. I've done a lot of research on Alzheimer's, and everybody is talking about all these drugs that the drug companies push and they affect the brain. I'm living proof and research that it is true.
Yes.
And the medical industry that pushes the pop a pill to fix your problems is actually part of what's killing Americans.
Absolutely.
If people would get off of cholesterol medicine, and so one of the things that drove, it's also the American diet. I don't want to get into all of that stuff, but praise the MAGA movement, because you know what? We eat crap.
We
and
do.
We're killing ourselves.
We do.
But so we get sick, they push the drugs, you're popping pills all the time, and half the pills you're taking. For example, the very thing that my dad was prescribed to take for Alzheimer's actually hurts it. The cholesterol medicine impacts Alzheimer's. Diabetes medicine mimics the fog of Alzheimer's, and it impacts Alzheimer's. The best thing you can do, whoever's been saying, and Stephanie, I think you've been pushing it the hardest, it's a mindset. I need to be healthy. I'm taking control of myself.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I eat whatever I want, whenever I want, but it's all in moderation. And don't buy the processed foods, and you don't have to take any of these pills to begin with. It is really no more complicated than that. 80 pounds have stayed off since 2004.
God bless you. Good for that's
Good for you. That's great. That's awesome.
And I hope a lot of people hear this, because more people need to hear that message. The pharmaceutical companies are killing us.
Yeah, we were at a longevity summit yesterday, and what you just said is very consistent with what many of the experts were talking about. In addition to, if you're not training, you're dying, but it was really mostly focused on diet and exercise and making sure that you're doing things in moderation. There are some things like, if you take 5 to 10 milligrams of or grams of creatine, that it can actually help with brain function in addition to lean muscle mass, which is more important for us as we get older into our 50s and 60s and things of that nature. But yeah, very, very sour on pharmaceuticals and the overindulgence of that. So definitely well resonated.
And something Chris said, just to quickly jump in on that about the food. So also what's really, really prominent these days is green labeling. Things that look healthy, things that seem healthy, they're marketed as healthy. And my daughter at her well visit when she turned 2, her lead levels were high. So we started doing a lot of research on what actually is in a lot of these foods, what causes this to happen. And I found that a lot of things that I thought that were healthy either had high amounts of heavy metals, which can cause a lot of issues, right? And also, really unhealthy seed oils, canola oils, starches, dipotassium phosphate in things like oat milk. These are not things that are normally edible and easily digestible.
Yeah.
It can cause a lot of discomfort and disease.
Basically, if it's a word you're not familiar with or you can't pronounce easily, it's probably bad for you. The easier rule is, if God didn't make it, it doesn't go in your body.
just a quick tip to everybody. ChatGPT, if you have it on your phone, if you have it as an app, just take a picture of anything that you're looking at, like like anything you want to buy at the grocery store, and it will tell you exactly everything that's in it if it's good for you.
Absolutely.
It's so quick. You can just take a picture and it will know what you're asking without asking.
Yep. Absolutely.
So
Scan the.
that's even easier.
Yep.
So I'm married to a retired doctor.
Hold on a
One of the
second.
things she does is she looks for peer-reviewed literature, not just stuff that is advocating for something that when you really dig into it, it's a form of advertisement. They're trying to convince you it's okay when it's not.
Right.
Well, the problem is that people have to put the time into learning about diet. You have to put the time into learning what's healthy and not healthy. And we don't do that. So a lot of people just are lazy and they'll just buy it and read what's in the package outside without understanding the ingredients, because sometimes the ingredients come from a different ingredient. So it's all processed food that you can't even understand. That makes it so difficult for everybody to read and know what it is. So
most people just eat it out of habit.
Yeah, you gotta put time into it. And the less ingredients, the best. And obviously, as we know, eat non-processed food.
Let me get Azalea in the conversation. She's had a hand up. You there, Azalea?
Thank you, Howard. I just wanted to add that I saw a video this past week that there's a food manufacturing company that's been making food for like 50 years, and they see that the sales in junk food has dropped because of Ozempic, and now they're manufacturing food that is, I don't know how to call it, like resistant to Ozempic, or like you can be on Ozempic and this still affects you. So they are onto it. Like even if you think that Ozempic is the cure, the food is catching up to it. So then you're bypassing whatever good effects you were getting from this. So it goes back to what the team is saying. It's got to be permanent, and it's got to be the food that you consume, and it's got to be your lifestyle, because all of these things are band-aids and they're catching up to it. Like they're manufacturing food to bypass whatever this thing was doing. So it's pretty crazy.
And
The
it's
unfortunate part that I'm seeing is in the medical industry and your clinics. Remember, sorry, I can remember the day they used to hand out the pamphlets, how much food you should eat, what the calorie intake and everything is. They don't have those pamphlets out there anymore. They're pushing the drug. So people are going to follow them, whether that's right or wrong. Their doctor says do it. They're just going to do it blindly.
Ferry, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment that, the big pharma has to make its profit, and they do have to push certain products because, they have investors that they have to answer to, and unfortunately, with these processes in place, like when you have 75 different names for sugar or, sugarcane sugar, there's a problem with the diet. But yeah, just everybody do your research, and if you can't pronounce it or don't know if it came from the ground or where the source came from, yeah, I wouldn't put it in your body.
Terry Ark.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep this short because I could talk about this for days. I was raised doing things naturally. My sister has chickens. She feeds them organic. My sister has cows. She's feed them organic. I was raised doing I'm 63 years old. I take not one drug. Everything is organic. Do your research. Every time I have an issue, I do research. If you can't, and like it was said, if you can't pronounce it, you better check it out before you take it. The Girl Scout cookies, where it's just in the news, they have toxic products in their foods. They've been around for how long?
Yep.
Metals up the wazoo,
and don't count. That doesn't even count all the microplastics that go in our foods. It's like there's so much out there. Do your research. Take responsibility for yourself, and do your research.
Okay.
Howard, one more thing. I kind of saw a little bit about this. I haven't done a ton of research yet. but they're now claiming that all the canola oils and vegetable oils are super bad. And they're actually going back to tallow, which is beef fat, and lard, which is pork fat. And the studies are now showing that we should start cooking with that again, like we used to back in the 60s and 70s.
Tallow. It's not tallow. We
Tallow,
render it down in our house ourselves when we do briskets.
Right.
We cut all the fat off and render it down, and it's awesome. It's so good.
It's supposed to really get rid of a lot of the problems that we have health-wise.
Wow.
By going back to being natural again.
Well, it's like olive oil. If you eat
food.
really good olive oil, it's medicine. Or like honey. If you eat really good honey, it's medicine.
That's what I was saying earlier. Food is my medicine.
Real food.
Sometimes these labels also eating because
salad dressing off the dry.
Back.
Well, I didn't expect this conversation to go.
This is something I'm very passionate about.
That just shows you the
That's
people
sweet.
in the group have so much depth and knowledge what they do. So it's great. So I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank Erik Wolfe for coming. And we lost our other face on the board, Desiree. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, and let the sauce be with you. Natural.
All right.